Some pretty good news for Titans Tuesday. Could that move to HBO Max be the best thing that could happen for the show? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia. We have a little update on Season 3 of Titans. Well, this is kind of perfect news for Titan Tuesday, I'm going to be honest. But let's take it all with a grain of salt since it's not from an official source like HBO. But we've got a little bit of a story about some production differences now that the show is landed on HBO Max and no longer on DC Universe. Now before we break all this down though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, don't forget about the big giveaway. We're going to give away this PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get in on this giveaway is be a subscriber and leave some sort of comment. Well, you know, we like to look far and wide for Titan stories, and one place we found quite a few decent Titan stories over the last couple months has been the Vulcan Reporter and their editor-in-chief, Emrakaya. Well, earlier today, he dropped a couple of details about the upcoming season of Titans, which we had talked about a little bit, but seems to confirm some of our thoughts about it moving to HBO Max. Now, apparently, Season 3 of Titans has a much bigger budget than the previous seasons. This means lots of money to do lots of new things. Now, one thing we know they've done is hire new writers, but in today's reports, we found out that we're getting quite a big CGI overhaul for multiple characters. First and foremost, the best news ever. Gar is going to get a complete CGI overhaul. This means an overhaul of the tiger as well as other animals Gar will transform into. This has been a running complaint from lots of fans that we've really only seen Gar as a tiger and that one time as a snake. But the character of Beast Boy does lots of stuff, and hopefully this season we're finally going to get to see Gar for more than about 5 minutes on screen. The other characters getting a major power overhaul will be both Corey and Rachel. Apparently the CGI on all of their powers is going to be significantly better, and it makes me optimistic if we're getting a bigger CGI budget, we're going to see a lot of flying this year. As fans of the comics, it's pretty much not Starfire if she can't fly, and I suspect both her and Blackfire will have some pretty interesting CGI models for both of their power subsets. I think this is the news most fans wanted to hear. Many people were pretty nervous when the show went over to HBO Max, but we did say in a former video this is probably a good thing. If you followed the history of this show was supposed to be the backbone of this whole DC universe forming over on the DC universe before it got the axe and moved over to HBO Max. The show has a lot of production thought and planning built in around it, so clearly they're doubling down by placing more money into the program. I really can't wait to see what they do with Gar, Corey, and Rachel, and maybe even a couple of villains that look even better this year. Once we finally get a trailer, we're all waiting. So what do you guys think? How can you not be anything but happy if you're a fan of the show that we're getting CGI overhauls to make many of the characters look even better on screen? But tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you don't get any updates. Peace.